and especially about their habits when it comes to how they spend their time, how they spend their money,
Yeah.
and what they prioritize, of course, in life. So when it comes to media and the amount of time that people spend online and money, a significant percentage of those who pay for content spend between 11 shillings and 100 shillings per day. That's 60% of millennials and Gen Z surveyed also spend between 1,000 and 3,000 shillings a month on digital platforms and online content. That includes subscriptions and stuff like that. The key motivators for subscriptions or paying for content include interesting content, affordability, relevance, attractiveness, availability, and reliability of the content. So it makes you think there's a huge market for people who are creating content because there's a willingness to pay here. People are willing to go out of pocket to pay for content as long as it's affordable, it's reliable, it's creative and interesting and engaging to them. In contrast, though, they did say that Gen Z don't really care too much about current affairs. And I think from my conversations with Gen Zs, it's because they don't see how the situation could be helped, to be fair. Even voter apathy in the last general election, Gen Z barely came out to vote.
It was because of a sense of helplessness?
Yes, a sense of not even helplessness, the fact that I don't see anyone that I would want to vote for. So I'm not going to show up just to tick a box and, choose the best of the worst or things like that. There is no point in that.
And those things that we were always told, better the devil you know than the angel you don't.
Yes.
I'm like, first of all, that statement is very off. I'm like, Ati, better the devil you know than an angel you don't. I'm like,
it's okay. I'll take the stranger
angels are the good guys,
right?
guys. I'm like, afadhali shetani than I. I'm like, that should tell you a whole lot about how we carry our lives, maze.
Right?
Afadhali shetani unajua than mtu
The
anakaa kama
angel.
Mungu lakini umjui. Boss.
We were told exactly that, and that's why you'll find people saying acha fadhali nivotie huyu because at least he was in power, I know this, and that's exactly the kind of reasoning we take to the ballot. And then we end up in the same cycle. For them, it was a lot of, if I'm going to send any message, it's that none of you inspire any sort of confidence in me, so I'm going to sit home. Maybe that will wake you up to the reality of the situation.
An interesting thing with this story for me, though, is I know that grouping it under current affairs, but political participation,
yes,
if I can call it that, I've not seen it anywhere. Current affairs can be like you want to watch maybe things that are happening which have human interest stories and things like those, which I do feel Gen Z are very passionate about human interest stories.
They are.
But political participation, they're just like, kaunitambui sikutambui.
I think it's a sense of Santa do. The system is as it is. I don't really think I can change it or make it better or participate in it and somehow fix it from the inside, like people say. So what am I going to do? I'm just removing myself from the equation. I feel like that's their general, attitude towards political participation and elections and things like that, and even current affairs. Because it's only it gives you anxiety and when you're watching the news, reading the paper, doing all of that. But if you just remove yourself,
I know. Well, if you're one of those who has some priorities in your life that you look at and you're like, by the way, ini kitu is so important to me, would love to know what that is. Put it on the hashtag morning fix. We will love to read it out, of course. And you can also call in on 0719-038-963. We're going to be reading your comments across our social media channels as well. We've also asked, what are your biggest priorities in life? We're going to be telling you how, for some of you who are saying you want to make money, you can stand a chance of winning some. 18,000, in fact. We're going to be telling you about that when we come back from the break. Right now, though, we've got some Tio Savage and